Hey guys, we are the 732 Review Crew, and I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we are back today with part 4 of Masters of the Air. Now, last time we had a very daring and fumbled kind of bombing attempt on Germany. We managed to bomb Germany, but we lost so many people to down planes, either successfully or not successfully pulling the parachutes, which is, sad to see.
I think Kurt being the biggest surprise of I didn't think he was going to. I felt he was going to die, but just not so early.
Yeah. And it's terrible to see that, but we do have people who did survive, and they are landed currently in Africa. So I'm curious to see what's going on because they have to get back to Greenland / England soon. And there's only one way for them to get back, but there's couple ways to get back too.
Yeah,
Well, I was also wondering if they were actually telling them that as part of the mission, but then just redeploying them
Out of
in Africa instead. I don't know.
I'm curious to see, because it'll be interesting to see if we do shift theaters of war, which will be an interesting concept. I'm very curious to find out, and we are ready to lock this in. So thank you for joining us. We're going to be starting episode 4, which is technically just part 4 of Masters of the Air in 3, 2, 1, and...
I like how he has a little...
Bez?
Let's hustle up. Yeah. Get your things, boys. Going home. Now.
If anyone was caught helping a downed flyer, they were either thrown into a concentration camp or executed.
Bailey, you're alive.
What?
Who's he? That's Bob.
That's Bob.
What happened to Babyface? Everybody else.
Please write down your answers.
That was the guy who's watching him, right? In the town?
No, I think it's the guy behind.
No, that guy.
Oh.
Write down your answers, please.
What are they doing?
I think they're interrogating him, like to see if he's actually
You like baseball?
American.
Do you like baseball?
Who did Babe Ruth play for before the Dodgers?
Yankees.
Never played for the Dodgers.
Babe Ruth
Oh, shit.
never played for the Dodgers.
Play for the Yankees.
German spy!
Yeah, back.
Played for the Yankees. Before that, it was the Red Sox.
Write today's date on the top of your paper.
The ultimate test. Month, day, year.
Well, a big giveaway is going to be how they actually write down the date.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, say, can you...
Oh, that's so awkward, I feel like.
Just how proudly we
Hey, man, get into it. Okay, I appreciate
Get
it.
in the chat.
twilight's last gleaming.
I like how they keep cycling.
Yeah. They probably make sure they're not spies. So German spies,
I think
so.
so,
They don't get executed. Hopefully, it's not the other way around.
Or it could be the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's giving
Nah,
me
I
sus
want to
vibes.
trust it. I want to trust it.
Oh no!
Got one for me?
Oh,
Oh, he was a spy.
Yeah, because they recognize that guy.
I've tried many ways to infiltrate our network,
huh?
but we always catch them.
Huh? What do you have?
Where's his lighter? Damn.
Wow. I wonder if he actually.
I mean, I thought they were all gonna die. That sudden shot, I was like, oh, they're all gonna get shot. They were just brought out to the woods to get shot.
Well, the way they placed Bob, I was like a little sus at first, because I was like,
Because he was in a different area.
yeah.
How did? Yeah. I
did
thought
he
that
end
was
up
weird too, but I wasn't like he's not American.
Yeah. I didn't see the twist, but I was like, why is this random guy here?
So did they get like Germans to work on their American accent, or did they get Americans to betray America?
Both, probably.
Both, but I think it was mostly Germans with American accents.
Because there's people who learn languages pretty well and can do that type of thing. Obviously, like acting and stuff.
Well, this is like the war that really made like espionage like a real.
But it also
real thing.
But
Not that it wasn't real before, but I just mean like the only thing that he did that was weird though was how he was singing the Star Spangled Banner. Everyone's like, "By the dawn's early." He was like so excited to sing it.
That's probably one of the
Patriotism.
About 25 missions, they sent you home and built bomb tours around you.
These boys, they keeping you out of
they
trouble?
get back to England.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Trouble, John.
I bet. I feel like this is gonna go hard.
No, they need to have a win.
Facts.
Doesn't mean they're gonna get it though.
Buzz the tower, baby.
We're all that's left, aren't we?
Damn, they're low.
12 crews out of
35 that flew in from Greenland.
Very happy.
Hey, to the fellas who aren't here tonight, who should have been.
drink to that.
Fuck, that's somber.
Yeah.
Rosenthal, Nash.
That's right.
Co-pilots, Spats and Lewis.
Speeds.
Speed.
Sir.
Well, you boys, you come with a hell of a reputation. I'll tell you that.
You talking about us flying in our skivvies, sir?
I'm not following.
In Texas, those forts get so hot you can fry an egg on the instrument bench.
Yes, we hadn't heard about the underwear, but we heard you're outstanding.
Yo.
Feels like we're actually gonna do
Oh
something.
no.
Oh, they're dead.
Do something.
Lieutenant Herbert Nash.
Helen.
Like Helen of Troy.
Hi, hey, write that down.
Write that down.
It worked.
Try to stay alive.
For at least 11 missions.
Yes, sir. What happens after that?
Ah, you beat the odds. Or you didn't. You know?
Bro, what?
So you die within 11 missions most of the time?
I just had a moon-killing conversation with Doc Stover. I hate things you sisters could be getting flack at me.
Not us. Not us, sir.
What counts is that you soldiers show up ready and able to fight. What you do between battles.
Is he arguing against therapy right now?
I don't know what he's arguing for.
Is he wasted?
He's gotta be real drunk.
You little fucker.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Now who's flack happy? You are. You are. No. You are.
They're being silly gooses.
Is he gonna fight his boss?
No, they're being silly gooses.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure.
It was right on the edge.
Single Phillies.
I thought the chest tap was like, oh, they're gonna fight.
Get the lead out. Single Phillies.
Orders and orders. You need a break.
Single Phillies, meaning girls.
Up a weekend pass.
Look at the
I
girls.
think so.
Need to
I think that's
get your
what
lead out. It's a...
You should come.
Yeah, maybe next time. Come here, meatball.
Yeah. He gets head kisses.
He's gonna dance with Meatball.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the love of his life at home, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a committed man.
Look at that. Come on, bro.
That dog's like, what? I didn't sign up for any of this.
No, Huskies love that. They're like, okay, you can pick me up.
Dude, the more I see of Buck, the more I think he's not going to make it. He's just like the best.
Don't put that out there.
He is the best.
Right?
of them.
I feel like one of them can't. I feel like one of them has to die in the show.
I think it's Buck.
Not as lucky as him.
Oh, you got a girl? Oh. She fell in love with him?
He had the unfair advantage of falling from the sky in front of her. It's hard to beat that.
Mishu is your guide. She's barely a teenager. She's your guide. And you will do what she says. Give it to me now.
That's from the girl?
What? Yeah.
Does he have like food or something?
What is it?
Love letter?
If the Germans find this,
Yeah.
what do you think they would do to Louise and her family?
Yeah.
A major in the Air Corps, but not a navigator.
No, pilot.
You know how to tell if a man is a pilot? He'll tell you.
That's right.
Damn right.
My husband is a pilot. How long have you been a soldier?
Since before
Ah,
the
her
war.
husband's definitely
How long have
dead.
you been out of Poland?
Since the Germans invaded.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the husband?
He stayed. Wanted to be a hero like me. Pavel was shot down over Silesia in the first week. He's either a prisoner of war or rotting in a potato field.
That's fucked.
Okay.
I love me some swing music.
He's smashed at this point. I'm assuming that's what this is signifying.
Well, I mean, he's staring the gauntlet of death in the face every day.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not blaming him for drinking. I'm just saying.
Oh, they're being bombed?
And all of his people are dying.
Well, it's London. I'm sure there's probably
Nightly bombings.
always bombings. Yeah.
There was literally always bombings.
Crazy time to live.
I believe we should be as merciless and severe as they were to my people. That would be fair.
True Slav.
Says the Slav.
If there was any balance to all this, my ticket was punched a long, long time ago.
There is no balance. The worst come out untouched. The innocent dead.
Here are the newbies.
Do you want a donut?
Panda flying with you.
Mikey, you're the one that's always got bags of candy.
No?
Hi.
She gonna give him a little kiss?
You miss me?
All 4 hours we were apart.
Well, this will be longer.
How I manage?
Oh no. He's gonna die.
What?
You might be the last pretty face I ever see.
Don't say that. I will see you later.
You bet.
I hope he does.
Well, that was the right thing to say.
Our first attempt to bomb Bremen was a disaster.
Going back to Bremen?
Major, sir, I have a problem with the left magneto in number 2. I can fix him while you taxi.
3 engines?
Oh no.
Bro. That's a crazy mechanic.
Well, but, you know, he seems to really appreciate the duty he's in charge of, you
The
know?
mechanics are more experienced than the pilots, dude.
Well, also, I feel like these mechanics have had literally the most training they'll ever get with all of the explosives and broken wings and everything.
Yeah.
On it, Major. Going as fast as I can.
Man, I hope he doesn't fall out.
Me too, dude.
Woohoo!
I continue to really appreciate how much they're highlighting the
Mechanics and the maintenance people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't come back to bite them though.
It's the hopeful episode.
Me too.
So it seems like there was some sort of like time skip this episode though, because he's flown 21 missions now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Buddies, did they make it to Paris?
We're gonna find out.
Oh, it's not 'cause he occupied Paris.
It's babyface.
Hey, Lee,
Is he dead?
I couldn't get him out.
I would have done the same thing.
Wait. Didn't we see the episode they could eject the ball turret?
He would have just gone crashing into the ground.
Merci de penser à préparer votre laissez-passer pour le contrôle de gendarmerie en gare. Non, monsieur, ça c'est pour la gendarmerie, c'est laissez-passer. Votre billet, s'il vous plaît. Votre billet, monsieur.
This is the first time I get to see Nazi occupied.
Votre billet.
Ils sont sourds. Ils vous entendent pas.
Mais qu'est-ce qui vous prend? Je te dis qu'ils étaient sourds, ils comprennent pas.
Enfin, pourquoi ils s'en va là comme ça?
Mais il a pris peur, mais tu à sa place.
Oh, no.
She said wait in English?
She did. Who is that?
New character.
French Resistance.
Un petit voleur, vous verrez, il est rond.
Or is she working with him?
She has to be working with them.
She's that or she's French Resistance.
You been here the whole time?
This is Manny.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, why did he?
Bro, these girls are more hardcore than they are.
Yeah, they are.
Well, that's the thing. They suspect women less than men for stuff like this, so they use them.
Well, they're also experienced spies,
You do
clearly.
anything like that again, I'll knock you out.
It's 13.
Where are you, Buck?
Oh, come on, no.
Jeez.
That's it. That's it. 24 Fords, 13 made it.
Oh.
3 mechanical returns. That makes 8 lost. Kid and Blakely.
Oh. Never knew,
Rocco
guys.
and Buck Clevin, too.
Buck?
No.
Lieutenant Crosby. I'm sorry, son. Amber.
Buck.
Off screen too? No way.
No way.
They're gonna have to show us.
What's wrong?
No.
You didn't make it.
Who'll look after Meatball?
Who will look after Meatball?
Everybody better look after Meatball.
Oh no.
Yeah, here he comes. Come on.
Yeah, the engine just dropped out, so the return was slower. What do you mean?
It was as if we were flying through a solid wall of flak. Gone. An FW rammed them head on. Both planes blew up.
Bro.
There was a lot of confusion up there after the lead of the 350th went down.
Our baby with Buck Clevin and DeMarco.
The whole first element. Nash and Spees too.
Wow.
New guys?
I didn't see any shoots.
Fuck.
He didn't make it.
It was hell up there today. Lieutenant Nash didn't make it. I'm sorry.
I was gonna tell Egan.
Should have went on leave with him.
Yeah. Did they really kill him off screen?
I can't imagine.
There's no way.
There's no way, right?
Unless this is his story and that we just no.
I mean, we did. There's no way that they did an off-screen death.
It's just crazy because I was like, Buck's not going to make it. But
Yeah,
I didn't know this episode.
Buck wasn't going to make it to the end.
We should not make more of this than what it was. My heart couldn't take another pilot in a potato field.
Oh.
Wow.
Excuse me, ma'am. You know where I can buy a paper?
Oh no. Oh.
Our daughter.
Mm. Damn.
Can I get one of those?
It's propaganda. Oh no.
How'd the game go yesterday?
Not as well as we hoped.
Was Buck in the lineup?
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's actually fucking dead.
He went down swinging, John.
Dude, holy shit.
Who else?
Most of the starting lineup.
Most of the veterans died.
Is there a game tomorrow?
Yes.
All right. Tell Coach I'll be there by game time. And Brad, I want to pitch.
Fuck yeah.
Pause on.
Oh man, holy shit, they killed fucking Buck off screen?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
I don't like that. I don't like that. I know
There's no way he's actually dead though.
I know it would have elicited an emotional response.
He can't be dead.
But I feel like there's no way
They said they saw 4 shoots on his plane.
But we should have seen his plane going down at least. I don't know.
We didn't get to see the mission.
There's no way there's no way.
They're trying to build suspense, but like
I'm going to tell you right now, there's a really good chance he isn't. And actually, in my opinion, a better chance he is dead. Like, that's it. That's how they make these shows work, because they want it to feel real. They want it to be like, he was our friend. We didn't go on the mission. He went on the mission. He doesn't come back. Well, you know what I mean? Like, you get no satisfaction out of it. You don't even get to see it. It's just, he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the entire story can be Bucky's perspective. I mean, so far, the only time we've seen Buck really without Bucky was his first mission for us to see what goes on in those missions.
Yeah, you're right.
And then ever since then, I mean, whatever he's been is pretty much...
Which would make sense, because we literally got the story by Buck, because he wasn't on the mission, and we got the information the same way he got it.
No,
so you might be right.
But we saw the base, we saw the forts.
Sure.
So I know if they were truly going to do that, it would have been Bucky waking up and going to get the newspaper and finding out without us knowing, because they would have sent him off and we would have known he's going on the mission. It was a little weird because we've had also point of views of other pilots in planes like on missions without them, like the one
new guy,
the one guy who got lost because he was vomiting. It wasn't Bucky's plane or Buck's, but
he said the vomiting guy's dead also.
Yeah, he was on Buck's plane.
He's dead. Crosby is dead.
What?
Yeah. Or MIA. I'm sorry. They're all currently MIA.
But he said most of the starting lineup, most of the characters that we know are gone.
But it's hard to process that because we didn't visualize who was going down or anything.
Well, that's the point.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
no one got to
doing
visualize
that intentionally.
Feels like
Yeah, I don't know if it's this show in particular or if I'm just getting older, but man, this show in particular is hitting me so much harder than the Pacific or Band of Brothers. Like every episode, I feel like my heart's getting tugged at, or like I want to cry over a scene. Like fuck.
Well, that's because in Band of Brothers and the Pacific, it felt like they didn't die in as large groups. Because for example, you have a whole like 10-man squad, and if something goes wrong, one or two of them die. If in these planes, if something goes wrong, they're down. The entire plane goes down.
I don't even think it's just that. I think like Panda said, when you get older,
it's true.
Like the gravity of like the weight of a life like makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, especially when you look at them and they're like, these guys are younger than me.
Yeah, which is
because a lot of times when you watch this, you're around the age or younger than them. So you're like, these guys are older. Like what's war is hell. But you're a little desensitized. But then you go older and you're like, damn, like I couldn't put myself in these shoes because this would have been such a situation like. I can't find out my best friend died in a war while I was on leave for 2 days because I wanted to have fun. That would make me feel like
and
it's my
that
fault.
Friend told you should go do that.
Yeah. But didn't want to join me.
Yeah.
Oh. Bucky just hopefully doesn't blame himself for anything. It's not his fault. And it's.
I mean, he's absolutely gonna blame himself.
Yeah, I feel like we're definitely gonna get a
character on the show. Like,
we're gonna get a scene with him with the psychologist. That's why they mentioned it this episode.
All the guys who were flying and not seeing the psychologist, I'm pretty sure most of them went down.
Well, I think the next episode we're gonna see like his descent. He's just gonna be reckless. He's not gonna care. He's just gonna want to kill the entire enemy side because they took his best friend.
They also had the Polish lady to be like, I think we should be as ruthless as fuck to them because they've destroyed my country.
She said, feel no remorse.
I feel like they pretty much set it up that he's going to be like...
It was actually beautiful how they set that up. Even though it's really shitty that we didn't get an on-screen death.
What I'm confused about is then what was the point of the engineer fixing the plane scene? Like, I figured that was going to be relevant and that maybe the plane failed because of mechanical issues, or maybe the plane was just behind or whatever, but like, what was the point of that scene?
You want to know what the point of that scene is?
Just gratuity to people that fix the planes?
It's war in its purest form. At any moment, someone could be dead because of one reason or another. If he hadn't been able to fix it, they would have delayed or not even been on the mission.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to really establish that. Like, there's the smallest things, and it's everyone doing the right thing. But it led to that outcome.
That's a really good thing to point out. You're right. If that mechanic wasn't as good, Buck wouldn't have made that mission. He would still be alive.
But again, it's the wrong thing happened for all the right reasons.
Exactly.
Like I mean,
wow.
And we had Helen. We met one of the girls who was American, actually, who was there just to help in any way possible.
Yeah.
Helen, and I don't remember the lieutenant's name. Lieutenant Nash. Thank you. Her and Lieutenant Nash had a little thing. He was flirting with her. He said, "You might be the last pretty face I see." And she didn't give him that kiss that he asked for before he went. So that I don't know if that's going to weigh on her. She shouldn't push herself, kick herself, but. He threw up so many major death flags by being like, "You're the last place I'm gonna see."
Dude, the moment he said that, I was like,
Nash, no.
I wasn't like,
yeah.
I still think there is a chance. Like, I'm gonna say 75-25 that they just all died off screen.
Well, 25% we start the next episode seeing what happens or something else.
Sure. I mean, I think that would be a nice thing to get, but we might not get that.
But I know I will say I'm still like I said a little sad that I didn't get to see the situation. Not that I wanted to see them die, but it helps pull it just adds to the drama of the TV show and viewing it to have that type of stuff.
The only thing I'm hopeful of is when they said like they were all gone. They didn't say they all got shot down.
Right.
They were like, oh, they were there and then they weren't, or like there was so much going on. Well, I don't know what happened to them. So
it's true.
There's a chance.
There is.
So we'll see, man. I don't know.
My favorite though. Like I'm really gonna be upset if Buck is gone.
This episode, I was like, he's gonna die. He is literally like the best of us. So
now
I hope I'm wrong.
We also have the two Americans that are currently that have traveled from Belgium and are currently in France. In Paris, actually, they are really close to making it to Spain. These boys. I mean, from considering where they started.
They just made it to France.
Where they started, though, they're on the home stretch, and it's interesting to see because we had a conversation.
Home stretch, but how far away Paris is from Spain?
Plus, now they're also like actually in the belly of the beast.
I know, but
Belgium, sure, still has like German.
And it was rural compared to
Paris.
Paris.
Yeah. So they're in the belly
Occupied
of occupied Paris. Yeah.
I have to imagine there's an underground resistance there that's going to help move them through easier than maybe. But at the same time, to discuss, it was interesting. I want to, when I do the edit, maybe I'll see why, if there was anything noticeable about why that soldier was a spy. Like, what did he do that gave him away? Was it seeing the Star Spangled Banner? Maybe he sang.
I don't think it's relevant. I think the point of that was just to say, like, if you try to, lie to them, they're gonna figure it out.
No, but I want to see how they figured it out. They showed us.
I don't think they gave. I don't think they showed us
just to describe.
Because it kept cycling the guys in the scene, so you didn't get anyone's full answers.
Like I said, the only thing that was funny, the difference was how he sang.
He like belted it out rather than being like blah blah blah.
I don't know many people who sing the Star Spangled Banner.
But you're right. They
when you're asked
it could have been literally because they kind of showed them each writing down the date. He could have done that wrong.
Oh, he did the date wrong because the Americans write the date like you said. That might be actually.
Well, that's like in Inglourious Basterds when they're like
scene.
how they order versus
literally.
or I'm sorry, it was 3.
You're supposed to order
right?
In Italy.
Well, no, I think Americans order like that, but the Germans order like that. And that's what gave them away.
Yeah, and it gave them away.
Like this?
Yeah, I forget what fingers.
I like that. And it's also very interesting to see the resistance for, Belgium/France working to, get the troops out. These young girls are being used primarily as the vessels to transport because they're basically able to, be under less scrutiny.
Invisible.
Yeah. Because nothing is, it might be a little bit more suspicious if you see like a bunch of guys going around together, but like a woman and a guy and a woman and a guy is kind of like you're kind of like whatever.
Sure, I hear what you're saying,
but it's also so fascinating that these women, like they say, she's barely a teenager. That girl that was leading them through.
I feel like we're gonna see her like kill someone, like cold blooded.
Yeah,
like, she seems like she's killed people.
Yeah, right. Like.
Really?
She doesn't seem like super spy to me. Just that she's seen shit and she's gotta keep it.
I only got that.
She seems like a resistance fighter.
So serious. The moment they were like, "Oh, is that your daughter?" and then she said like one sentence in French, and he was like, "What did that say?" He's like, "Let me see your fucking bag." It's like, "God damn it!" and he like burned it. And so she was like, "Yeah, hey, you might want to check his bag. It seems like he has stuff that's gonna fuck." It
was interesting.
It's
interesting that they that they even it's obviously it's something to think about, but the girl fell in love with the soldier. That's why she had him the note. Obviously, this time of drama and stuff, they're at the same age. I don't know how old age difference, but it's wild to think about just parachuting and landing in a foreign country and meeting like some person you consider the love of your life.
My angel.
That guy went home and told like his grandchild, like, Grandpappy met a girl in Belgium once, and
Amen.
What?
I know what you're trying to say.
But I have no clue.
Also,
she
from like,
parachuted in from where?
Also,
he did. He parachuted in. He met a girl in Belgium once.
Oh, you're talking about the.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
He's gonna tell his grandma.
But you also have to remember, it's not necessarily that all of these people are falling in love with all these women. It's also just giving them a reason to fucking live.
Exactly.
Like, they're literally like that dude, the Nash, before leaving on that mission, doesn't know if he's gonna come back, but if he does, it better be fucking worth something. So like, am I gonna see you later at least? You have
a reason to live for. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like he was talking about the farm girl.
I know. Yeah.
No,
because I didn't know that. It took me a while to catch on to that. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
She did that grandpappy voice or whatever.
I was talking about the blonde kid, the blonde guy, who couldn't get baby face out.
He's lucky because he looks really European.
Yeah. Well,
the other guy looks American.
Oh yeah, the other guy looks like he's from like the South, like he got raised on a farm.
Yeah.
But it's also, I never thought, how stressful it would be trying to escape a foreign country while not being able to speak the language. And the guy's like just asking for a ticket, and you're like, passport?
And then he's just like, I'm gonna run.
Because he saw Nazi soldiers, Nazi soldiers being
he got spooked.
They had the SS flag in the background.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh, I gotta go." And I love how quick the girl was. She's probably had to do this before. Like, no, he's deaf. You're scaring him. They're both deaf.
Also, isn't it kind of like common sense? They're gonna ask you for a ticket on the train.
Yeah, but if I just started speaking Russian to you, would you know what I'm asking for?
If I was on a train and the guy dressed like the conductor came up to the cabin, I feel like.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you something. Do you think that those guys have been on a lot of trains in their life coming from America?
America has trains.
Yeah, they do, but like
We had this whole railroad.
They're 17. They're probably from rural parts.
17? No, they're older than 17.
Yeah,
They're on planes.
He's a sergeant.
All right, 18.
Either way, I'm pretty sure they should understand how trains work.
Yeah. Is there
You can't assume that.
I mean, I would say I don't know, because maybe they take it trains, but at the same time, it's not the point to think about. It's what the big thing to think about is you don't know the language and you're stressed and you're trying to maintain cover and you just saw enemy soldiers on the other side, like a couple feet away from you. So you're like, what do I do? What do I do if I see the wrong thing? This guy's gonna turn me in, and he's just like, dig it, you know.
But the girl was also back by that point.
But not by the time he saw the soldiers, he wasn't back.
He was just panicking.
Yeah. He's maybe having a panic attack because of it.
I'm sure he was.
Well, you also have to remember all of that happened right as he admitted that he left his friend to die in the Russian.
So he was in the middle of a panic attack.
So there was a
100%.
lot going on leading up to that happening.
When the guy was about to ask, he like cut him off immediately, and he was like, "Listen, I couldn't do it. I couldn't get him out. Sorry." Which is
But he
so
even
sad.
said, he was like, I would have done the same thing. And then the conductor showed up.
Yeah.
Like literally he says that. And, yeah.
Wonder who gets to take control of Meatball now and gets to be his owner.
Who is going to take care of him?
Bucky's going to.
Bucky has to.
I still don't think we should jump to that conclusion. There is a strong chance that they still continue that story and they are not dead.
I hope.
They're trying to escape.
Only because off screen, like, man, that seems
just open next episode, like Buck laying in a bush.
I mean, maybe if they put like a scene, like even if he got captured, like for us to at least know, like, he made it off the plane, like.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, they might even do
Is
that.
this story based off real people?
Yeah.
Do not Google it.
I'm not gonna.
Well, they also usually do that where as this season goes on, the story expands more and more. So we could even see like a POW thing. I mean, we're getting like the Underground Railroad-esque thing right now.
Yeah, I figured that'd be like the trio of options.
So we could get like a POW.
You survive your landing, you have to make it back. You keep flying because you live, or you get captured.
Maybe there was some sort of mechanical failure in the engine because of what they were talking about, and they had a crash, like you were saying.
Well, they didn't mention anything about the mechanical failure. They said,
yeah, no, it seemed like the plane got shot down.
Yeah. But you also don't know that because they said there was 3 mechanical failures. But you're right, they were the first plane in lead, and they said there was a wall of flak. So it's
well, the mechanic failures returned.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
Yeah, yes, correct.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what else to say because I just want to know.
Overwhelmed.
You know, obviously next episode will cement whether or not Buck actually died. We don't look it up. We're not gonna know. I am sad that if he is dead, it's just one of those situations where, you know, you lose a character that you really like off screen. I've never had that happen. I never had loss of a character I liked off screen.
Sure. Yeah. Well, that's why I don't think we need to jump to that.
We'll give it an episode.
Like, I was just trying to say, if they did, why I think they did it, I hope they did. I'm not rooting for the I hope Buck is dead camp. Like, I really hope he's not.
The crazy part about the off-screen death is that we saw him at the start of the episode. He was in the episode. It wasn't like, oh, the actor was busy, so we wrote him off. It was like, he's dead.
It's crazy.
But you're like, what?
I'm excited to see what happens next episode.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Sorry, move that up. I'm not sure what to see. You know, I'm not sure what we're going to be, you know, seeing next episode because we're down a lot of people. We're going to have a lot of new fresh faces next episode since the starting lineup has been taken out.
I mean, to be fair, that's what these shows do.
I know.
Like you've seen the Pacific, you've seen Band of Brothers. Like this is what they do. They show you a lot of different stories that some.
But we literally only have like one hardened veteran currently. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
like, normally they have like a
Buck
couple.
was 4 missions away from. They send him back and they use him to profit. So like he was so close to the end.
Yeah.
Which means Bucky's probably pretty close to the end too, but it seems like he's now in the mentality of like, I'm not going back. I'm gonna until this is over.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how this series finishes. We still have I believe this is the 4th episode, 4 more episodes at least. I think there's 8 for this.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure 100%.
I hope it's not 6.
Oh,
That's
God.
for sure.
But thank you for joining us for the 732 Review Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And I really hope Buck didn't die. Bye.